Dmitri had made peace with being invisible. After commanding special operations in Ukraine, after making decisions that saved lives and cost others, after carrying the weight of command through impossible situations, he'd chosen the dish pit at Rossi's Italian restaurant specifically because nobody expected anything from him. No decisions, no responsibility, no lives depending on his actions, just dishes. Endless, simple, meaningless dishes. But when three armed men took over the dining room, holding 50 terrified customers hostage while he stood 20 feet away in the kitchen, Dmitri faced a choice he thought he'd left behind. Stay invisible and let innocent people suffer, or step out of the shadows one more time. The dishwater was still warm on his hands when he made his decision. Rossi's Italian restaurant was one of Philadelphia's most beloved places. White tablecloths, candlelight, the smell of garlic and fresh bread. Every night the dining room filled with laughter, families celebrating birthdays, couples on first dates. But the kitchen was different. Hot, loud, chaotic, and at the very back, past the line cooks and prep stations, stood Dmitri at the dish pit. 50 years old, large build, graying beard, thick Ukrainian accent. He'd been working here for 2 years, quietly, invisibly. 6:30 p.m. Dinner service was busy. Waiters taking orders, chefs calling out, plates being prepared. Dmitri was at the dish pit, at the industrial sink. Plates, glasses, forks, spoons, knives, pots, pans, an endless flow. Hot steam hit his face. His hands were red from hot water, from detergents, but he didn't care. This work was meditation. It let him turn off his brain. Forget Kyiv, forget command, forget lost friends, just dishes, simple, safe. 7:45 p.m. The restaurant was completely full. 50 customers, families, couples, a group of co-workers celebrating in the corner, waiters rushing, chefs shouting, "Order up!" Table 7 exclamation mark, lasagna 2 portions, osso buco 1. Dmitri continued washing dishes. The noise didn't bother him. Actually, he loved it. Noise was better than silence. Silence made him think, and thinking hurt. 8:17 p.m. Dmitri was placing a new stack of plates in the sink when he heard a sound, an unfamiliar sound, screaming from the dining room. Then, a deep, harsh male voice. "Everyone on the floor!" Now! Dmitri's hands froze. His heart raced. Number, not here. This can't be here. But kitchen staff started rushing around. Chef Lorenzo ran toward the door, stopped, turned back. His face was pale. "Armed robbery," he whispered. 3 men. "They have guns. They're taking customers hostage." The kitchen staff panicked. Waiters ran back, looking for places to hide. One of the cooks went into the storage room, locked the door. A young waitress, Isabella, 22 years old, was crying. "What do we do? Should we call the police?" Chef Lorenzo reached for the phone. "Yes, immediately." But then a voice from the dining room. "Everyone in the kitchen come out, now, or I shoot someone." Chef Lorenzo froze. Waiters were terrified. Dmitri stood in the corner, quietly. His eyes had changed. No longer the scared dishwasher, something else. Dmitri's mind switched to autopilot mode. Military training engaged. He analyzed the situation in 3 seconds. 3 armed men, probably amateurs, panic in their voices, customers hostage, about 50 people, kitchen staff, 8 people, police, at least 5 minutes away, exit, back door from kitchen, but robbers know. One of them must be blocking the back door. Their tactic? Gather everyone in dining room, control, take money, escape, but if they panic, they might shoot someone. Dmitri took a deep breath. Time to choose. Kitchen! Last warning. Chef Lorenzo replied with trembling voice. "We're coming. Please lower the guns." He slowly walked to the dining room. Waiters followed. Cooks, all with hands up. They entered the dining room. Dmitri stayed at the back. His eyes scanned the situation. 3 men, one at front door, gun up, watching customers. Second at register, collecting money. Third in center, most dangerous, tense, finger on trigger. Customers on floor, scared, crying, children clinging to parents. Dmitri stayed calm, continued being invisible. The man at the register shouted, "That's it?" "There should be more money." Chef Lorenzo trembling. "Today's Monday. We deposited weekend money at bank on Sunday. This is just today's." "You're lying." The man pointed the gun at the chef's face. Isabella screamed. The man in the center, the leader, turned. "Shut up." Walked toward Isabella. Dmitri tensed. Number. Don't touch the girl. The leader grabbed Isabella's arm. Maybe we should take you hostage. Isabella was crying. Please. No. Something inside Dmitri broke. Enough. He'd seen enough. Let go of the girl. Everyone turned. Dmitri stepped forward. No longer the hunched, quiet dishwasher. Full height, 6'3", broad shoulders, warrior stance. His voice, low, commander's voice. Let go of the girl. Now, the leader laughed. Who are you, a hero? No, just a dishwasher, but you're making mistakes. What mistakes? Dmitri locked eyes with the man. You and your friends are amateurs. Your guns are shaking. Your voices are tense. First time doing this, and you've made too many mistakes. First mistake, Dmitri continued, voice calm but authoritative. You've stayed too long. Police are already on their way. Silent alarm went off 2 minutes ago. A lie, but convincing. The men looked at each other. Second mistake, you didn't check the back door. It's already unlocked. People can escape. Another lie, but he was planting seeds, doubt, fear. Third mistake, you underestimated me. Dmitri took a step forward. The leader pointed his gun at him. Stop! Will you shoot me? In front of 50 witnesses, there's a camera here. He pointed, security camera in the corner. Everything is being recorded. The leader hesitated. Dmitri continued. Now the smart choice. Take the money. Run. Don't hurt anyone. Maybe you escape. Maybe police catch you. But at least you're not murderers. The man at the register. Let's go, man. There's enough money. The man at the front door. Yeah, if police come, we're screwed. The leader was still undecided, but Dmitri saw. The man's hand was shaking. He was scared. Young, stupid, but not a killer. Dmitri softly. Go. Now, I won't stop you, but let go of the girl. The leader released Isabella. Screw it, we're leaving. The 3 men ran with the money out the back door. They were gone. A moment of silence. Then, erupting applause. Customers stood up, crying, laughing, thanking. Chef Lorenzo hugged Dmitri. Dmitri! You saved lives! Isabella hugged Dmitri, crying but relieved. Thank you. Thank you. Dmitri nodded, didn't speak, just quietly walked back to the kitchen, to the dish pit. The dishwater was still warm. He returned to the sink. His hands were shaking. For the first time in 2 years, the warrior had returned, and he was tired. 10 minutes later, police arrived. Statements were taken. Dmitri was asked questions. Mr. Volkov, where did you learn these defense techniques? Dmitri paused. Ukraine. I was military. What was your role? Special operations. Commander. The officer's eyebrows raised. I see. We're lucky you were here. The next day, local news broadcast the story. Dishwasher, former Ukrainian commander, stops restaurant robbery. Dmitri was no longer invisible. A week later, Rossi's reopened. Dmitri came to his shift, but it was different. Chef Lorenzo called him to the office. Dmitri, I want to take you out of the dish pit. Dmitri was surprised. Was he being fired? I want you to be security manager. Better pay, respect. What do you say? Dmitri smiled. First real smile in 2 years. I accept. But can I still wash dishes sometimes? Lorenzo laughed. Of course. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe. Write in the comments, how many hidden heroes are around you? Sometimes the strongest people are in the quietest corners.